do better. I gotta 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 do better. I gotta.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go, and on the hill, number 25. What do we have on him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Next offering is down low. It's 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Acosta whips it across. One out in the top of the first. This is Corbin Carroll. The 1-1. There's a strike.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
That's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
The second baseman, Ketel Marte.
He swings and fouls one off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, and today's starting pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from the home ballpark.
So digging in, Charlie Min. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Christian Mullins. On the ground at first, and it goes just foul. And there's the ball.
2 strikes.
The changeup missing, and the count is filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. All set for the start of the inning. Now, Eugenio Suarez. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now it's Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Randall Grichuk now.
Grichuk.
In the air, left field, Jordan has a beat on it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, David Kerr. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now here is Caleb Ward. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. A flip to the pitcher covering. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. J.P. Reyna, the next to hit for the Reds. Kerr stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. That one the other way. And foul ball. That one out to right. Carroll makes the catch. Runner tagging from 3rd. He thought about tagging, but heads back to 3rd. Here's the Reds catcher.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the first run of the game as the Reds take the lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now at the plate, Corey Brown. Line drive. Fair ball. Throws to second. And he's there with a double. And now Michael Coffey. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Fastball is outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Min, the next to hit. Base hit. 1 run is in. In there. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now here is number 4. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. That misses the zone. 2-1. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move to the gap. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel.
The next pitch misses. 2-2. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Standing up.
Two down, base is empty. Next up,
Lawler.
it's the first-year shortstop, Jordan Lawler. Good eye in that spot.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Reds DH, Christian Mullins. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Up the middle, Lawler. On to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The first baseman,
Next
number
to hit,
6,
David Kerr. 1 out, base is empty. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the end.
Gilbert Diaz on the pitch here.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
2 on, 1 out. Reyna now at the plate. And a pitch. And that's down and away. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Corey Brown. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now it's going to be Michael Coffey, and the inning is over. start of the fourth.
Leading off
And
for
here
Arizona,
is
the
Jake
center fielder,
McCarthy.
Jake McCarthy.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
He goes down looking. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The D-backs hitless so far in the game. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. Out. And it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On a four, down the number 2 hitter, Charlie Min. Falling behind 2-1.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Hit in the air, center field. McCarthy makes the play. One down. Here's the left fielder.
Number 4.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's outside. And it's 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's a big power threat. Christian Mullins. And that one popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. That's out to center field. Moving under it. Makes the grab, one down. Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. On the ground. And that's just foul. The Reds leading by 5. And we're at the top of the fifth. Popped up. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, and now the first baseman, David Kerr.
Leading off for the Reds, the first baseman, David Kerr.
And now 2-1.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The throw into second. And he's out. Here's the third baseman, Caleb Ward. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 away now. J.P. Reyna digs in now.
The shortstop.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that
Ball
misses. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Just missed. There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. To the warning track. Makes the catch. Back here at Great American Ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Next offering upstairs.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's the 2-2. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Here's Gurriel. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Jordan Lawler will hit next.
Shortstop, Jordan Lawler.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Bottom of the 6th. In now for the Reds, number 19. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. So up next, Corey Brown. In the air, left field, down the line. And it falls. So the batting order turns over. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Michael Coffey. Runner takes off. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Brown at first, one gone. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Next for Cincinnati, Charlie Min. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Gurriel handles the chance. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Hot shot to third. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Here's Ketel Marte. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double. So runner at second, 2 down. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
Pitching for
We're back in a
Arizona.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
81.
Ryan Thompson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Not
2
close
balls,
with
1
that
strike.
one. 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 the count.
And that's in the dirt. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCarthy trying to get there. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch
No matter.
on the
Number
run right there.
44.
He saved extra bases for
Designated
sure.
hitter,
If the pitcher's his
Christian
friend, he'll give him a
Mullen.
second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Inside.
Nope, that's
And the
inside.
count 2-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, first baseman David Kerr.
And here's the first baseman, David Kerr. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 2.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. In now for the
Now
Reds,
batting,
Caleb
the third
Ward.
baseman Caleb Ward.
Up the middle. And that is that. New pitcher for the Reds, number 16.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up
Number
to hit.
16.
Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye
Whoa,
right
that's
there.
down.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He'll circle the bases, his 11th of the year, and they're on the board. It's 5-1. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Here's a 1-1. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Adrian.
Next up for the Diamondbacks,
Castillo.
Adrian Del Castillo. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 6. Second with only 1 away. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 41.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in.
And that chance handled. Fires to second for 1. A 1-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Puck.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now here is J.P. Reyna. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fly ball to right. Carroll puts it away for the out. Here's the Reds catcher. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
That's foul. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Michael Coffey, the next to hit for the Reds. And 1 and 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs. Swing and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boo. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Back here in Cincinnati, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away at the plate. Corbin Carroll. And a swing and a miss there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Diamondbacks down to their final out. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. And what a play. Ball game.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster, ahora se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, pa' su postre, entre el dueño de la aldea, women se me pega, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera, entre el dueño de la aldea, women se me pega, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos, me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete, la